Hey guys, good morning. Right, I'm just gonna give it a sec while it loads on. I'm just gonna let my dog in. I'll be 1 second. I'm coming back. He's all right. He's running around the garden. He's like living his best life at the moment. He doesn't want to come in, so he's fine. So, happy Monday. I hope you're all good. I've got a busy day ahead of me. Big orders have come in while I was away over the weekend. So, you know, school run's done, all that general Monday excitement. I've been for a run, but before I get down to work, I just want to talk to you about... Hey Chloe, you okay my love? Hope everyone's had a good weekend. So let me just close these blinds a sec. So before I get down to work, I want to talk to you about something that was, hey Natalie, referenced in the book that I'm reading at the moment. So I read literally for 15 minutes this morning just to kind of, you know, ignite my brain a little bit. Hey Claire. And it was really funny because this is a topic that Dan and I were talking about the other day. Sorry, this is still really bright behind me. 1 sec. This is a topic that Dan and I were talking about the other day, and then it actually came up in my book that I'm reading this morning, and I was like, that's really spooky. But then actually when you listen to what I'm going to talk about, it's actually not really spooky. So when we talk about the law of attraction and how, you know, it's like your mind is like a boomerang, like what you focus on, you feed. So basically what you think about, you're feeding. And when we talk about the law of attraction and stuff, that is so powerful, but it's actually a little bit more scientific than that. And I first learned about I've highlighted it here because I wanted to come and talk to you about it. I first learned about the reticular activating system in your brain a couple of years ago. Hang on, let me find where it started. So how negative thoughts have so much more of an impact than you actually realise. And I was reading this morning my book and I was like, oh my god, she's literally Mel Robbins has totally, so this is the book that I'm reading at the moment, totally articulated this absolutely perfectly, and I thought I need to come on and talk to the team about this. So and she references it to her laundry. And you know when you're doing like your washing and you've got the filter, or when you're doing your tumble dryer and you've got the filter in your tumble dryer. So she said, I can't tell you how many times I've opened up the dryer to put in a load again and the lint screen, she's called it, is clogged. Am I the only one in this house who knows to take my forefinger and thumb and peel the lint off the screen? There is always a thick padded layer of fuzz that completely clogs the screen. One day as I was cleaning the dryer filter, I had an epiphany. Just like the dryer filter, you and I have all kinds of crap inside us that have built up over time. Now that is so true. All the thoughts and the beliefs and the kind of dominant vibrations that are in our brain, they've built up over time. They've built up from perhaps, you know, over the company that you've kept, the circles you've surrounded yourself with. My dog's now barking, I'm going to have to let him in. Those inescapable negative thoughts, they're like fuzzy residue from your life. The residue that has been accumulating since you were a kid in form of other people's opinions, negative self-talk, rejection, disappointments, heartbreak, discrimination, trauma, guilt, and self-doubts. These experiences have created mental lint or mental fluff inside your brain. It clogs your mind and blocks you from being able to celebrate you. There's a lot more to this than this cute metaphor. In your brain, there is a filter called the reticular activating system, or RAS for short. It's called a filter because negative experiences tend to get stuck in the RAS, but technically it's a live network of neurons that sits like a hairnet over your brain. When your RAS is jammed with thoughts, beliefs, and experiences from your past, you stay stuck in the past. That's why you keep repeating the same mistakes, thinking the same negative thoughts, and living in the echo chamber of your mind. So basically, hold that thought. I'm going to go let the dog in now. 1 second. So basically, when we talk about the importance and the power of personal development, if you want your business and your life and your experiences, morning guys, to grow, this isn't just saying like, oh, read a book and your business is going to flourish. It's so important because there is literally something in your brain that if you don't work on evolving it and working on your negative thoughts, your self-doubt, all the stuff from the past, you're never going to move forward. So, she says, experts call the reticular activating system the bouncer for your mind or the gatekeeper. Your RAS has a huge job. It decides what information gets into your conscious mind and what information stays out. Every day, your RAS must police 34 gigabytes of data. That's 3 years worth of phone data in 24 hours. I want you to embrace what an enormous job your RAS has and why it needs your help so it can help you. Honestly, it needs more than your help. It needs a hug because it's working overtime and it's been filtering the world through all the crap that is in your mind. The RAS blocks out 99% of what's around you from reaching your conscious mind, because if it didn't, your head would explode from information overload. There's only 4 things, and this was the bit that was so powerful. There's only 4 things that always get past your RAS and your conscious mind. The sound of your name being called, anything that threatens your safety or the safety of your loved ones, signals that your partner is interested in getting a bit amorous, apparently, and the 4th one, which is so important, whatever your RAS thinks is important to you, and that means whatever you repeat or topic you focus on, your reticular activating system will think that that's important to you. So, this last point is everything, because if you know what is important to you, you can train your RAS to filter the world every day and help you to find it. Let the power of that just sink in for a moment. You can teach your mind to find the things that you want to see in the world, things that elevate you and support you, that make you feel happier and proud, things that will lead to all your dreams coming true. Right now, your reticular activating system, if you haven't consciously worked on it, believes that you want to see all the same old crap that you were when you were 15. Oh, you get my point. So, it's time to clean your filter. Now, you see where I'm going with this. And think about it this way, the last point again, whatever your reticular activating system thinks is important to you is what you repeat or the topic you focus on. So, if you focus on, I can't do this, I've got no confidence, I'm not as good as this person on Instagram, that is what your brain or your reticular activating system is going to give you more of. What you focus on, you feed, like quite literally. So if you focus your reticular activating system on the things that make you feel good, the things that lift you up, the things that build your confidence. It is exactly the reason why I'm so disciplined in personal development. It's exactly the reason why I drink gallons of water. It's exactly the reason why I'm disciplined with my exercise, because it makes me feel good. It makes me a better person. It makes me function better. It makes me a better mum. It makes me a better friend, a better wife, a better leader. So it's time to clean your filter. When you know how to use it, your reticular activating system becomes a searchlight sweeping the path ahead of you and shining its beam on all the opportunities and synchronicities and hidden surprises that are waiting for you just around the corner. When you tell your RAS what to see, it works for you, but here's the catch. If your negative thoughts, i.e. I'm a failure, I'm a bad person, I'm not good enough, nothing works out for me, I've got bad luck, why do I bother trying, are the soundtrack of your life, and you're in control of your soundtrack, remember that, your reticular activating system will search for every block, every obstacle, every pitfall, because that is what you are telling it. So you are literally, if you let yourself to have those negative thoughts and you don't do anything to try and change them, you are literally self-sabotaging your future and self-sabotaging your business. God, I could literally talk about this all day. Okay, so I'm not going to read you the whole paragraph, the whole chapter, but you can see where I'm going with this. The important thing to take away from this is that just like a computer, your brain has specific programming. No one else can change it. No one. So I can sit here and I can do as many lives and you can watch as many trainings, but if you do not make a decision that you want to become a better person and you want to become a better business owner and you want to develop and you want to grow and all those things, nobody can do it for you. So the important thing, like I said, to take away from it is that just like a computer, your brain has specific programming. No one else can change it. Just like, this is what she said, I can't change my husband's beliefs, my daughter's beliefs. You have to decide that you're tired of thinking all the crap. The programming, your beliefs and your reticular activating system is something that you can change. Your mind is standing by and it's just waiting for you to tell it how to help you. And your reticular activating system is the key. Okay, I hope that had some clarity. If that made sense to you and that was like a light bulb moment, like drop some hearts on this live, because when I read that this morning, now I've learned about this stuff for years now, but when I read that this morning, I was like, oh my goodness, there is literally nothing. I've never read a paragraph in any book or any podcast or in any training that has articulated it more perfectly than that. You are literally self-sabotaging. Morning, Sham. If you tell yourself all those negative things every day, you are literally doing it to yourself. You are literally, so think about it this way. Also, it attracts the things that your dominant vibration. So if you think about buying a red car, drop a yes in the comments if this has ever happened to you. If you think about like buying a red car, for example, whenever you go out there and you'll be like, oh my God, I've seen loads of red cars. Isn't that a coincidence? No, it's not a coincidence. You are thinking about red cars, so you're going to see red cars. Just like I was, there's been a couple of things in the last week that have been really strange coincidences, but they're not coincidences because I know that I'm putting those thoughts and vibrations out into the universe. Okay, I'm going to read these last couple of bits before we finish. So, it's your flaws, mistakes, and problems that you are creating for yourself. It's creating these toxic, untrue beliefs about yourself that act like walls, keeping you trapped in the past. How about you let yourself out of that mental jail? You've served your time, you've beaten yourself up, it's time to free yourself from your past and start focusing on the future that you want to create. It starts with recognising that you do have a story or a belief about yourself, and it's that belief that is currently bringing you down. You are the boss of your reticular activating system. The flip side is you can change your story. Like, the stories you tell yourself about yourself are so crucial. If you keep repeating the story that you're a failure, or keep picking apart your appearance or your bank account, your reticular activating system will believe that that's important to you and only show you more reasons that you are going to fail. The flip side of this is true too. If you can change the story you tell yourself from I'm a bad person to I'm a work in progress and I'll keep getting better 1% every single day, the more you repeat it, the faster that bouncer in your brain will respond. It's all about changing the way that you look at life. Now, I really, really hope that this, because I'm going to crack on now and I'm going to get these boxes emptied and try and locate a parcel that's gone walkabout that I don't know where it is. You have the absolute power every single day to decide what kind of day you are going to have. Your brain literally has this little filter inside it, the reticular activating system, that is like a magnet to the thoughts that you allow yourself to think about. So if you focus on all the bad things and all the negative things and you tell yourself that you can't do it, you're never going to do it. And that isn't just your leader or your sponsor or me going, come on, cheerleader, you're never going to do it. It's actual science. Actual science. You are literally self-sabotaging if you do not change your belief process. I have to lay on a change out of light. I love that. And that is why I am so passionate and so unapologetic and so, like, I will share the power of feeding your personal development every single day forever. Because think about it this way, you're like a cup, okay? And if you fill your cup up with all the good stuff and the stuff that you should focus on and fueling your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit, that's what's going to pour out of you and you're going to attract opportunities to you. But if you do not prioritise doing some of this in your day, you're only ever going to reach a certain level. And it's like that same, I think it's by Einstein, if you do what you've always done, you're going to get what you've always got. So, take control of your life. You are in control. You need to feed your reticular activating system with good thoughts good things, good processes, etc., etc., and you can change the trajectory, I think that's the word, of your future. Right, guys, I'm gonna go. Have an amazing day. Lots coming this evening. I'm gonna crack on before little man finishes preschool at 12. Loads of love. Go and feed that reticular activating system with good, positive, I can do this thoughts today. Right, loads of love. Bye.